what's the one piece of career advice you wish somebody had given you when you were starting out?
From the career point of view, normally, like when it comes to IT, people actually stick to one particular segment of software engineering, whether it is a development or testing or DevOps. Um, Nothing is bad or nothing is greater. Like everything should go hand in hand. So when you actually start a career, let's say you start building a career in one of the role. Let's say if I'm a developer, I build up my career in development, and then look for other areas as well to learn by yourself, because you have to start from now onwards to after 10-15 years you should be leading a team, or going into the management and all those leadership stuff. So if you learn all these stages within your software development life cycle, you will become very rigid when it comes to leadership. You don't take any wrong decisions. So being a leader, if you take a wrong decisions, it not only affects you, it also affects the team as well as the organization. So when you're starting a career, make sure whatever you start your career, and make sure you excel in that and keep navigate to the next thing. Like some people, you can say, yeah, I'm a Java developer, I can't do the .NET development. So you should not stick to one area. You should be very flexible in expanding your wings, so that you have a better opportunities as well in case in a rough times. Like you will be very flexible to switching your careers. That's one of the piece of main advice which I can give. And more importantly, when you are in the organization, it is not only important to excel in your technology, you can also excel in the business knowledge as well. And when you learn a business particular, let's say if you're in the banking industry and you learn about the banking rules and all those stuff, you get to know each and every other rules. It will also an exercise for you to learn the domain. Like let's say if you are into a new domain and you don't feel discomfort when you want to learn a new domain, such as let's say insurance. Okay, you don't know insurance, but you are thrown into that particular industry. You already know the banking industry, which you learned from ground zero, and you have the opportunity to you put the same rules and apply the same rules to learn the domain knowledge as well. So the advantage of learning domain knowledge is you're better in technology, right? But you have to accelerate your work. So if you know the domain, you know what is good and what is correct, you can quickly keep the balls rolling on. This is one of the advice which I can probably give any of the people who are starting out their career. Lastly, you have to learn the more tools what you can and more technologies you can. It's something like, imagine a plumber is coming to your home. He comes up with so many tools with you, right? And the reason why, because he can, remove one tool whichever is required. It's not like just one or two tools, and he don't have the tool and he could not able to repair that particular part. And that's the same analogy which we can apply in the software engineering as well. You learn more tools, more technologies, as well as inclined with the business domain, you will definitely excel in your career. And lastly, which I would say, people relationship is very important, because you are not, as a software engineer or IT career, you're not working as a independently in a silos. You need to collaborate with everyone. So making friends and interacting with the people, respecting everyone, and give what you have to them, and so that you will get what you want if you need. So this is also very important, and this will actually lay the steps towards your leadership roles back in maybe next 10 or 15 years. I think this is one of the best advice which I can give for anyone who starts their career.
Can you share a pivotal moment in your career that's made a significant impact to where you are today?
I can give you my best example, which I was working in the Google. So I was actually one of the go-to engineers for around 1,000 people. So that particular stage where I'm like a bridge between the operations team and the engineers in the California. So the problem here is as the number of people increasing. So this is for particularly the Google Maps team, wherein like thousands of people are working to create Google Maps from scratch. So initially they focused to target for 1,000 people. However, there is a problem wherein if the number of people increases, they could not able to cope up with managing this number of people. So what I came up with all these problems, I came up with the solutions, wherein designing a systems in such a way which can handle multiple people together. So I've developed a tool, quality control tool, which you can have like 10,000 people to moderate the edits which coming from the outside of the world, and also all the people who can manage the Google Maps edits and with the utmost quality and utmost care, which now we are seeing that kind of quality of maps in the Google Maps. And secondly, and this managing this too many people and monitoring this too many people work, performance and all those things, this is another area which needs to be addressed. So we develop another set of tools. For instance, they want to actually monitor the people to see whether they are able to work properly, because all these people are from the vendors. So we developed a automated attendance system based on the system time. We developed tools which vendors can able to manage this many number of people, financials, everything. We just like setting up a company. So after doing all these things, and the management has decided, I think we can scale the team. So they scaled around like 5,000 people, and across different global geographical locations. So that is a very significant impact which I made. Like if you look at this story, like the approach which we follow is find out the problems and find out the solutions. So when you innovate a solution, then it will actually help the organization to scale. And that's where you actually create a big impact in the business.
How do you approach challenges and setbacks in your professional life? And do you have a go-to strategy for overcoming them?
The challenges or any problems are inevitable. You cannot avoid, but you need to learn how to sail those kind of situations. First thing is, you need to learn a principle. Nothing is permanent. Even that your current happiness is not permanent, current sadness is not permanent. But when you sail through these challenging problems, you learn a lot of things: how to withstand, how to sail these kind of problems. So the patience is very important. If you are very challenging situations, like let's take any career challenging situations, patience is very very important. And once you get into that mode, when you are being patient, you need to start learning as well. Learning is like, let's say when you go into the next part of your journey, you need to get ready. Okay. Otherwise, if you go to another, like once you pass that problematic stage and you are not you didn't learn during these stages, again, you start the problems again. So this is very important to have a learning as well. And once you do all this hand in hand, you become better. And remember, happiness is a state of mind. Okay. And when you are in that particular situation, it's just your thought process. But at the end of the day, you will be eating 3 times a day, sleeping 6 hours a day, and you will be doing all the same things which you are happy. The only thing is your thought process. So you need to actually kill that thought process in terms of being patient, learning, and support. If you are unable to get support by yourself, get support from the family or get support from the friends. Talk to the people, experience different people challenges, how they overcome. Sometimes you people go and read the blogs in the Reddit or anywhere, you don't see such kind of problems. If you compare the problems with your current state, you see, I think mine is a very little problem. So that's how you actually sail along this process. More importantly, like, let's say I'm talking about the challenging problems in a career. Like, let's say if you know, because so many people are losing the jobs right now, and it's okay. Like, you are not the one. Like, many people are not getting those roles. Like, just being patient and keep learning. But remember, once you pass this journey, being patient and keep learning, you will be like a rock star once you get a new opportunity or new stage of your life when you pass all these bad situations. So, in other words, if you take the positive, it is an opportunity for you to introspect yourself, and you learn like what you have done mistakes in the previously. Those are like lessons to learn. Yeah, I mean, see, at the end of the day, you might get problems in the beginning of the career, or mid of the career, or end of their career. The world will not change. It will keep running, but it's a very temporary pause to your life, where you can able to evolve properly. Yeah, evolve is the key word. Like, you evolve when you are in a problem. Yeah, that's in a nutshell, which I can give an advice.